Luna Nightshade stood under the moonlight, her paintbrush in hand, as she gazed at the garden around her. It was a place of vibrant colors and whimsical wonders, where every flower seemed to dance with life. Rylan approached, his eyes bright with curiosity. "Look at this place," he said, his voice filled with excitement. "It's like a playground for your inventions." Aurora Rory Wells emerged from the shadows, her paintbrush still wet with hues of lavender and gold. She smiled shyly, but her heart was full of joy as she watched the garden come alive. The magic of the paintbrush lay dormant in the air, waiting to be wielded by those who believed in its power. Luna started painting a butterfly, and it fluttered to life, spreading its wings in the night sky. Kai placed his hands on his gadgets, ready to explore every corner of this enchanting garden. He was amazed at how the flowers seemed to sway to an invisible tune, their petals glowing softly with bioluminescence. Aurora's brush moved across a canvas of stars, and constellations began to appear, guiding the way through the night. She felt a strange connection to these living paintings, as if they held secrets only she could understand. Luna added a shimmering trail of light leading down to the garden pond, where water lilies floated gently on the surface. The water sparkled like diamonds under the moon's gaze. Kai laughed as he saw a group of tiny creatures, resembling fairies, dancing around a cluster of glowing flowers. They were playing with fireflies that had been enchanted into lanterns, casting soft light throughout the garden. Aurora closed her eyes and took a deep breath, feeling the magic seeping into her soul. She realized that this place was more than just a garden. It was a reflection of her deepest dreams and desires. Luna sketched a majestic tree with branches reaching towards the sky, each leaf a tiny canvas painted by the stars. The tree's roots wound their way through the soil, connecting to the very essence of the earth itself. Kai marveled at how the garden seemed to be alive, responding to his touch and movements. He built a small bridge made of glowing glass, and it shimmered in the moonlight as if it were part of the night sky. Aurora painted a mural on a nearby wall, depicting scenes from their lives and dreams. As she worked, the images began to come alive, bringing stories to life before her eyes. Luna added swirls of color to the air around them, creating a gentle breeze that carried the sweet scent of blossoms. The garden was now a sanctuary where magic flourished and imagination ran wild. Kai experimented with his gadgets, trying to capture the essence of this magical place. His creations began to interact with the living paintings, enhancing their beauty and bringing them closer together. Aurora's artwork grew bolder and more vibrant as she painted the night sky itself. The constellations became a map leading to hidden corners of the garden, filled with unexpected wonders. Luna sketched a path through the flowers, leading from one corner of the garden to another. As they followed it, each step revealed new surprises and discoveries. Kai's gadgets hummed softly as he adjusted them, making sure everything in the garden was perfectly balanced. The air was filled with the sound of gentle music, played by invisible musicians. Aurora painted a series of bridges between different parts of the garden, creating a network of connections that linked all its wonders together. Each bridge was adorned with lights, casting a warm glow across the landscape. Luna added a patchwork quilt of colors to the ground, making it seem as if the earth itself had come alive. The quilt shifted and changed shape, reflecting the emotions and energies of everyone in the garden. Kai's gadgets transformed into playthings for the fairies, giving them wings to fly or tools to build miniature structures within the garden. They danced around their creations with glee, exploring every nook and cranny. Aurora's paintings grew larger, covering entire walls and ceilings. The murals told tales of adventure, friendship, and imagination, inspiring those who entered the garden to embrace their own creative spirit. Luna sketched a giant moon in the sky, its light casting an ethereal glow over everything below. The garden seemed to come alive under this new presence, as if it was part of the very fabric of the night itself. Kai placed a series of telescopes around the garden, allowing them to explore distant galaxies and nebulae from their vantage point within this magical realm. The stars shone brighter than ever before, lighting up the sky in all directions. Aurora painted a map leading to the heart of the garden, where a secret door was hidden behind a waterfall. As they approached it, the water parted to reveal a tiny key made of starlight. Luna sketched a bridge that led from the garden into another world, one filled with endless possibilities and infinite creativity. The bridge seemed to stretch endlessly, inviting them to step beyond the boundaries of reality itself. Kai's gadgets transformed once again, this time into a magical portal, allowing them to travel between dimensions without leaving the garden. They stepped through the portal, finding themselves in a world where imagination had no limits. Aurora's paintings came alive with a sense of purpose, guiding their journey as they explored new lands and realms beyond the physical garden. The walls of this newfound realm were painted with stories of wonder and magic, waiting to be discovered. Luna sketched a path that led them back to the entrance of the garden, where they could step through another portal to return home. As they did, the magic of the garden seemed to follow them, leaving behind a sense of peace and enchantment. Kai's gadgets hummed softly as he packed away his inventions, knowing that they would always hold a special place in their hearts. The garden had taught him the value of imagination and creativity, and he felt grateful for this magical experience. Aurora closed her eyes and took one last deep breath, feeling the magic of the garden fill her soul. She knew that she would carry its lessons with her wherever she went, inspiring others to believe in the power of their own dreams. Luna smiled at the beauty around her, knowing that even though they were leaving this magical realm, it would always be a part of them. The garden had shown them the magic of imagination and the joy of creativity, and they felt blessed to have experienced such wonder. As they stepped back into reality, the garden faded from their sight, but its memory remained, filling their hearts with warmth and comfort. They knew that no matter where life took them, the lessons learned in this enchanted place would guide them on their journey. The gentle wind whispered secrets of magic and wonder, reminding them to hold onto the dreamy world they had discovered. As they drifted off to sleep, Luna, Kai, and Aurora felt a sense of peace and contentment, knowing that the magic of the garden would continue to inspire and enchant them long after their adventure ended. In this peaceful silence, the stars shone brightly above, watching over the dreams of those who entered the Magic Paintbrush Garden.